Testing. Gee, my oh, wanky, wank. Come on, Mike. Let's. Sometimes forgets how to work. You have to talk close to it. Recommend bit rate. Bit rate. Let me see. Let's see. Kick. Yeah, we're live on Kick. Now. Yeah, that thumbnail. This looks wanky. Very strange. All right, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're gonna play AVA Global first. That's while we're waiting for the game to load. So they're talking about gun background checks. I was looking into that. I want to see about the gun background checks. I want to see if they're actually if you could really ban ownerships of firearms to people that suffer a mental disorder. I won't say who those people are, but so like gun background checks in the U.S. anyway, primarily governed by federal law under the Brady Handgun Violence Prevention Act of 1993. So this mandates a background checks for firearm purchases from federally licensed firearm dealers, FFLs. The process is facilitated through the National Institute Criminal Background Check System, NICS, managed by the FBI. Oh, okay, managed by the FBI. They're trustworthy. They know how to manage this, right? Here's here's a little more explanation of the background, how gun background checks work. Now there is some interesting concepts in here about mental disorders, and it looks like even with, I mean, if you're someone with a mental disorder, being diagnosed with a mental disorder, you probably can't get a gun. So that's what we're talking about, right? Because we know the troons. That is a mental disorder. I mean, not according to the WHO, but according to the pediatrics dictionary or encyclopedia, it is a mental disorder. Yeah. So, but that still cannot prohibit you from getting a gun. There has to be kind of a special circumstance. We'll get into that in a minute while the game is loading. This game's taking forever. Okay, so background checks. So like initiating at the purchase. So when you're buying at a store, officially licensed store, when you attempt to buy a firearm on a officially official store. What do they call that? Officially licensed farm deal. Farm dealer. I almost said farm dealers. Firearm dealers, not farm dealers. Maybe they deal with chickens. Illegal purchases of chickens. So the FFL, you have to complete an ATF form 4473, which that form just collects all kinds of personal information, name, address, of course, the usual. And you got to answer some questions about eligibility to own a firearm. Like, what do you own? You know, in Japan, it's really difficult to get a gun. You have to write a whole essay why you need a gun. Oh, it's game time. We'll continue the discussion while we're playing the game. Okay, let me get it to there we go. Okay, let's go. Confirm something. All right. Solo demolition, like always. So that's gonna be a while. Okay, so they have to determine you're eligible or not. The NICS check, the officially licensed firearm store will submit all the information that collected from the buyer that wants to buy a gun to NICS, and then they'll do cross-referencing against like federal and state databases, to check disqualifying factors. But believe it or not, they really are. It's really not that strict. It sounds strict, but it really isn't. Okay, let me put this down here, and we are okay. Waiting. Okay, So yeah, so when they have to check interstate identification as well, checks criminal history records, of course. So the next indices, yeah, they include like additional records not found in other databases, such as the mental health adjudications or judgments of your mental health. So we talked about mental health. You know, the Troons, the dysphoria is a type of mental disorder, even though the WHO didn't classify it. The pediatrics place did. So they want to check mental health references. And so after they do all that, submit it for background across state lines and federal jurisdictions. The possible outcomes might be the buyer is cleared for purchase. Yeah. I bought a gun in America, and it was only took like 2 weeks. Bought in California. It was a 9mm Smith and Wesson. You know, I did when I went to buy that gun, that Smith and Wesson gun. They had for sale the classic Dirty Harry 44 Magnum. It was the same one. It was in the display case, and I thought about just buying that instead. But I saw the price.
Fire in the hole!
$1,200. I don't know. That's quite a bit back then. But now they don't make it. They don't manufacture the Smith and Wesson 44 Magnum. At least I don't think. I don't remember what they updated. Maybe that changed. Let me play here. What is this guy over here? Okay, we got to pay attention here. I'll return to the topic here in a minute. I'm just sort of play while I talk. This is like gallery. I never played this.
C4 down!
Oh. Why am I reloading everything?
I can see the enemy. It's the enemy.
It's the enemy. Enemy declined. Okay. Oh, where are they? It's a weird map. It's all in Korean. Oh. Oh no, that's my friend.
Enemy troops eliminated. Reload.
Oh,
Operation
nice.
Success. Return
Okay.
to main base. Your efforts
reload,
are
let's go.
commended.
So proceed. So everything's clear. The buyer can buy them. If denied, the buyer has prohibited due to disqualifying record, like for example, felony conviction, a domestic violence restraining order, but nothing about mental disorder there. So far so bad about that DOG wanting to
C4
ban
down!
Troons from getting firearms. Now there could be a proceed or delayed. Hold on. Speaking of delayed, I'm delayed here in Spawn. Let me go get back to the action. Proceed to the action. We'll get back to the topic. Don't worry. We'll go back and forth like this. And whoa. Oh, shit. Okay. Back to the action. So there's a delay you can have. So there could be more review needed, often due to like incomplete records or maybe potential matches or mismatches. It could be that. The dealer must wait up to like 3 business days before
Charge
transferring
set.
the firearm, unless Nix provides a final decision. So that could be a delay, but it doesn't say anything about mental disorder in the delay there. That doesn't mention that. Where is it? And also there could be another possibility.
Enemy troops eliminated.
And we have something called record retention.
Operation Success. Return to
So the
main
Nix
base. Your
may
efforts
not
are
retain
commended.
records of approved transaction. Based on the form we talked about before, 4473 is kept by the for at least 20 years. It's kept by the official firearm dealer for about 4 years, 40 years or whatever.
Reload!
We gotta get. Oh, okay. Back to the action. Okay, so here's the thing about a mental disorder. So let's go into that. Can someone with a mental disorder get a gun? No Troons do have mental
Return to main base.
I'm not gonna say the
Fire in the hole!
the clownfish is what I'm referring to. These people that are called clownfishes.
Fire in the
Yeah, they can transform. Whoa, what's going on here? Ah. let's go on this way. So someone with a mental disorder. So federal law does prohibit certain
C4
individuals with mental issues or possessing firearms. But then it's not very specific though. But the criteria is not specific.
Roger.
The criteria could be specific and narrow. And so the key like disqualifying factors under this 18 USC code
Roger.
here. Involuntary commitment. So like individuals who have been involuntary committed to a mental health facility. So far so bad. I don't think the DOJ has a DOJ has a case against banning firearms against troons. Unless it's very something severe. It looks like they're very lenient about this. Let's see. Who have been voluntarily committed to a mental facility. Troons haven't. Or like through a court order and psychiatric hold. There's a good. They could do a psychiatric hold on a troon if they're that. I mean, they have shown that mental disorder. They're mentally deranged. So that could be a possibility, but it doesn't look like it is though. It has to be very strict. You have to be like in a facility. Then you have something like adjudicated as mental health defective, mentally defective. That's different. That means you're inert. You can't do anything. You just can't even move your hands, or you just don't even know how to. So like this is like for people that have been found to legal authority to be a danger to themselves and other people, that kind of thing.
Return to main base.
Unable to manage their affairs due to mental illnesses. So they could be like mentally retarded or something.
Fire in the hole!
That could be. So far, so bad against the DOJ. I don't think they have a case. It's going to be very... It's going to be really... Oh, man. It's going to be very difficult to do it. Because they have to be diagnosed with some kind of mental disorder. They have to be committed... I mean, you have to be like really committed to a facility in order not to get one, or a danger to yourself. So that's very hard to predict, you know? Even if the people who got the recent shooters, they do background check, they found nothing. So you can't predict future crime, that's the thing. This isn't Minority Report, so you can't predict the future. That's just going to be very difficult for them to do this. So far, I don't think they have a case.
I'm
They
reloading.
might have some people, but it has to be very, very strict conditions have to be met. Specific conditions have to be met in order to ban. I don't think this is going to happen. Oh, that's my
Enemy
teammate.
troops eliminated.
Okay, eliminate. Let's go. Let's see. Now, let's see. So you're committed. You know, yeah, the adjudicated mental effectiveness. So you have there's some nuances though. There might be a loophole here. Nuance. Voluntary treatment, like for example, seeking voluntary mental health. So that could be a possibility. You know, you voluntarily go seek therapy. Hospitalization does not automatically disqualify someone from purchasing. So even if you're voluntary in a facility, that still doesn't disqualify you. Oh, hey, the DOJ doesn't have a case. It's going to be very hard to prove this because the nuance, it's just so vague anyway. It has to be very specific. Diagnosis. Okay. Having a mental health diagnosis, depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, or
Enemy troops eliminated.
transdysphoria,
Operation
schizophrenia,
success.
does not
Return to
inherently
main
prohibit
base.
gun
Your
ownership
efforts are
unless it
commended.
results in adjudication or involuntary commitment. So it has to be where you're actually put into a facility. You're not going to get one. So that's not likely going to happen with this thing. Banning these assault weapons from troops.
Перезаряжаюсь.
I'm sorry. It just looks like it's not going to happen. And how do you prove future? Like I said, how the hell do you prove future crime? How are you gonna know? You can't do that. Oh,
Меня
shit.
попали!
Thank you. Let's go on. Let's see. So diagnosis alone. So it has to be result in involuntary commitment. You have to be put in there a non-voluntary condition. And then they have state laws. You know that some states do have stricter laws. Of course, for example, California, New York, of course, California. They're a nice socialist dystopian empire. May impose additional restrictions based on mental health history, such as temporary prohibitions for individuals under certain psychiatric holds. Now that could be, but that's just in California, New York. I don't think they can do a federal mandate across all the states because all the states are going to have different laws like this.
Противник обнаружен.
Every state's going to be different.
Enemy troops eliminated.
I don't know.
Operation success.
Federal
Return
mandate
to main
across the
base.
board
Your
do this.
efforts
I don't know how
are
they can
commended.
determine this. Okay. We'll get to some of the limitations and gaps. This is like so vague. It's so vague. It has to be really specific and strict in order to prohibit the selling firearms to troops. It's so stupid. It's just a stupid idea. Because it's just with anything, you can't predict what's going to happen. So limitations, reporting issues, and here it is what I was saying. Not all states will consistently report mental health. Yeah. So the data they receive could be incomplete. So like 4.6 million mental health records are on next indices. That's only 4.6. You think there's like 365 firearms that people have across the country. Million health records. That's only a small bit, little fraction of the population with mental health issues. And you're talking about the troons? They're even a smaller percentage of that. They're even way smaller than that. They're smaller than 4.6 million. They represent what, 0.001% of the population? What is that like? I don't know, maybe a million, maybe? That's the problem. And the guys who, the trannies that got the gun, they did a background check. They found nothing. And they...
Charge defused.
Now, in federal background checks,
Operation
private
success.
sales...
Return to main base.
What's
Your
interesting
efforts are commended.
about a private sale is that they don't do background checks, supposedly. Private sale transfers between individuals, you know, in gun shows or privately, supposedly they don't do background checks. Those states mandate universal background checks anyway. They probably do it anyway. I heard that's bullshit anyway. I heard they actually do background checks. They don't just sell you a firearm at a gun show. And here you go. Off you go, partner. Go shoot a donkey or something. Yeah. That's a little vague. That's not specific. So the only specific gap they have, not the gap, the only specific way you'll be able to do it maybe in California and New York. Maybe they're very strict. And maybe the diagnosis alone. Still, it has to be involuntary commitment to a mental facility. Yeah, and you have to be adjudicated. Yeah, they have to put you in there. So that would be the only two cases. Good luck with that, DOJ. Okay, so there is temporary conditions. The more you're just thinking about it and reading this, that the DOJ is fucked. They're not going to pass this. This is stupid. This is just retarded what they're doing here. So like temporary conditions, if someone was like previously committed, but since been deemed stable or had their rights restored, they may not be prohibited. So this whole thing, if this is true, what we're talking about here, the gun ownership, getting a gun, background checks and how they work and everything, it looks like that it's not going to happen. They're not going to ban ownership to troons for guns. Let's see. What are we doing here? Are we waiting for the game? Oh, it said it started, but it hasn't started yet. Okay, so we went through records retention, mental disorder, important nuances. We've gone through all of that. Limited gaps, reporting, Da 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 da. Temporary conditions. Yeah, you can still get a gun even if you've been committed committed to a mental institute, and you get out, you still get a gun. Uh, so like for example, if someone with a history of depression, if we're talking about depression, seeks to buy a gun and has never involuntary committed or adjudicated, that's fine. As mentally defective, they likely pass the federal background check. And if, of course, that's assuming there's no other disqualifying factors like criminal history, that could be disqualifying. But that's about it. However, if they were involuntary hospitalized, and that would have to be under a court order for severe mental illness, severe, that record could flag them and nix and result in death. So the conclusion is about the gun ownership and mental disorder. It has to be very, very strict. It has to be two conditions: adjudication or involuntary. Yeah. And it has to be really, really, really severe mental disorder. So, like, even though the federal laws prohibit gun ownership for those in specific mental health adjudications, or like we said, involuntary commitment, many individuals with many disorders can still legally purchase firearms if they do not meet the criteria. So these are very flexible laws. Yeah, and it's sort of there's gaps, like we said, gaps in private sales. We talk about gaps in the reporting and the private sales between individuals, auctions. Um, yeah, if you want to look at even more accurate information on state specific law, you have to check your own state how they do it. And that's about it. Background checks. We covered all that, I think. So yeah, it's got to be really, really tight. And so I don't think the DOJ has a case at all to prohibit firearms for the troons, because it has to be really, really, really severe. And I'm frozen here. The game is frozen. Let me go to my thumbnail, temporary thumbnail. You can enjoy the silly looking thumbnail. Oh, great. Let's see. How can I get out of it? Let's see. Oh, failed to connect. Well, I need to close. I need to close the game. Oh, come on. I need to get out of this. I can't get out. I'm trying to get out of the game. For some reason, it's just acting wanky. I'm trying to close the damn game. It won't close now. Oh, there it goes. No? I want to play Day of Defeat now. Come on, man. It shows that I closed it. I don't see it anywhere. All right. Did it close? Huh? Why did it go? Oh, there it goes. All right. We're out. Let's go play Day of Defeat. Okay. I got to start it now. Where's the Steam? There it is. We need Day of Defeat source. Let's go. So if you have any questions about whether the DOJ can actually ban firearms from anyone that has a mental disorder, first you have to determine that's a mental disorder. Then you have to determine how severe the mental disorder is. And if it's so severe, they're probably adjudicated to a court. So the likelihood of that happening, all those conditions being met for that one person, and it already is impossible. And not only that, it already showed the previous shooters that they got the gun through a background check. So, yeah, I don't know how that. Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. It ain't gonna work. I don't think the DOJ has a case at all. They're not gonna do that. Ban ownership of firearms. That's not gonna happen. It has to be, again, I'm repeating, it has to be very, very, very strict. It has to meet those two strict conditions. Is this avalanche? No, it's not avalanche. Let's go, comrade. Whoa, I spotted him and I spotted him and he didn't like it and he disappeared. Whoa. Is there... I thought there was someone on the beach. Oh no, this isn't avalanche. You gotta watch out in this room because there might be someone... Oh no, I can't. I should have picked up the damn grenade. I didn't do that. So if you're just joining us, I went over all the list of possible, only actually ended up only being two possible reasons why they can ban ownership of firearms to troons. And it has to be, like I said, it has to be very strict conditions. There'll only be two actually. Anything else, even if you've been committed to adjudication or involuntary commitment in a mental facility, and after you get released, you can get a firearm. He's gonna throw a grenade at me. No, you're not gonna get that damn thing. Damn it. Because first you have to be classified with a mental disorder. You have to be officially classified, and then it has to be very severe. Then it has to be so severe you have to be adjudicated. And if you meet all those conditions, then yeah, probably you're not going to get a firearm, probably. But there's still a possibility you can still get it anyway. So and you have to do this all across all the 50 million states. How many there are? How many states do we have now? 50 million or something? I don't know. So yeah, you have to do that all across all the states in the union, and that's not going to work because each state's going to be different. California's going to be very strict. New York and it's time for coffee. So that's kind of it for the topic. Let's see. Could I auto think? That's not doing it. Expert. Oh, let's play. Let's go. We can get in that a little bit. All right, let me just take a break from it. We were talking about it for 40 minutes. Now, I could be missing something on it, but I don't know. It just seems like knowing gun laws in America, they're actually not. I mean, there's a waiting period, though, but it's not as strict as I thought. I mean, it is strict in some places, not everywhere, so I don't know how you're going to federally mandate all of that all across the states. I think it should just be left up to each individual state how they deal with it. Because also the other problem with it is how the hell can you predict if they're going to do anything? You're going to predict future crime? You can't predict, the future. You can't say, oh, this person looks like they're going to kill a bunch of people with it. Just, yeah. Oh, nice. Well, I want to...
Objective secure!
Copy. Okay. Let's get into it a little bit more. Let's go, guys. Ow. Hey, that was my kill. Watch out. Could be someone in the corner right now. Watch your corners. What? What have I got here? Let's see. Yeah, we covered all that. Right. Yeah, that's the thing about the record keeping. I didn't know that record keeping, if approved, transactions aren't permanently recorded in NICS to track gun ownership. Federal law requires the destruction of cleared buyer details to prevent national registry. Wow, national registry. See, what the holy hell's going on with the spam? Cool it down, boys. Okay, one more. So they're not permanently stored at NICS. To track ownership, federal law requires destruction. Okay. Dealers keep form checks may trigger notifications to law enforcement in some states. Oh, the dealers. So they keep the form. Oh, come on. Stop going on to me. Let's go. Yeah, so the dealers will keep the form. Hey, you're not supposed to leave. What the hell's going on? You guys supposed to come back. Oh. So, like, the dealers can keep the 4473 file for audits, and they are denied checks may trigger notification to law enforcement. So, denied checks. So, if they're denied a check, background check, they'll notify the federal. Yeah. That just seemed quite funny. Seriously? Okay, I guess that system only applies to sales through federally licensed centers. But they talked about private sales, online transfers that don't go through it, often don't go through required background checks under federal law. And here, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Point secure. Point secure. I'm supposed to get. Nice. Okay, so. Anything else about mental disorder, mental defective? Mentally defective type. Oh, my leg. Need to be adjudicated. My leg. All right. Here we go. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't mean mentally defective. The person could be a danger to themselves. We talked about that. Yeah, lacks the mental capacity to manage their affairs. How are you gonna do that with the truth? How are you gonna do that? I mean, they're obviously capable of, of ordering their life, getting their life together. They're not like so dysfunctional they can't function normally. Benji. Let's go. Oh, he's camping there, damn camper. And you have, yeah, committed to a mental institute. That's it. The only reasons he would be committed, adjudication would be depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. No, yeah, even with all that, you could still buy a gun. And you can still buy a gun even if you haven't been adjudicated. So if you have all those mental problems like schizophrenia and stuff, you can still buy a gun as long as you haven't been committed to an institute. Oh. They show that they do have a mental disorder, but it's not like they're schizophrenic or anything. Maybe bipolar, but still. That's not going to prevent them from buying a gun. You have to be committed. Even if you have an anxiety, yeah, you can still get it. Even if you're involuntary hospitalized. And okay, so we covered all that. So the states, they do vary in reporting. We talked about the different states. So yes, someone with a mental disorder can get a gun unless they've been adjudicated. That's it. So yeah, the DOJ doesn't have shit. They can go kindly F off. This stupid idea they're gonna try to ban guns from troons. It's not gonna work. Now it could be just a way to solicit a conversation about it, but not it's gonna work. I mean, people aren't very rational. Like, voters are not rational when it comes to voting for policies. They usually vote for really bad policies anyway. What's going on here? So that's it for the topic. I don't think I need to talk about it anymore. I think we talked about it dead. Unless there's something else I'm missing. I can't think of anything else. So let's go, guys. Let's play the game now. Let's get committed. Distracted. Let's go. This guy again. Camper. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh. Oh no, you're supposed to be over. Where's he going? What is he doing? What am I doing? Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Bump. Man, damn you. We'll get to the next part here. Based on all that, let's see if there is an actual, the DOJ actually has a case for banning firearm ownership from the troons. Has the Allies won every match? Jesus Christ, yes they have. Firearm restrictions. So there's yeah, we know about that. Potential restrictions. So yeah, I mean they're just talking about it. It's not even part of any kind of formal court case or lawsuit or anything. And of course we all know no ban has been implemented. So let's talk about the potential. Thank you. Thank you, sir. We're gonna lose this match too, aren't we? No. You almost did. Yeah, mentally ill, defective, right. So anybody diagnosed with some kind of dysphoria as mentally ill or defective? Now see, defective, that has to be someone who can't even manage their own life. They're just so disabled. And you've got to be, committed to a facility if that's the case. So there's no way. You're a danger to yourself and others. So yeah, that's gonna be a tough sell. See ya, guys. Yeah, let's go play. Let's go see how Dirty Bomb is doing. The Dirty Bomb. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Dirty Bomb. And then we'll get to play Wolfie T last. So yeah, they have to determine where this person is defective. How do they determine that? Which could, that could disqualify them. But the thing, they have to prove they're defective. They have to prove that they're so mentally ill that they've committed themselves involuntarily or adjudicated by a court. Yeah, see, and the federal statute there, 10 USC prohibits gun possession by those who have been adjudicated as mentally defective, and that's defined by something called the ATF as someone determined by court or authority to be a danger to themselves. Good luck with that. It talks about dysphoria, but the thing is, these people are not mentally defective that way, where they're just a danger to themselves and to others. How the hell are you going to prove that when they're going to buy a gun? Holy crap. Oh, there's some people here. Let's see. Something is coming. The servers are full there. There's only 2 servers? How many different servers does this they have, like 7? It doesn't look like I'm going to be getting in. Oh, I got in. So yeah, it's all because according to the American Psychiatric Association diagnosis, the condition involving significant distress from what they call gender incongruence. But that's not the same thing as being mentally defective.
Crazy. No.
Even if you have anxiety and are schizophrenic, you still get a gun. How are you gonna? How's the DOJ gonna determine this? I mean, they're talking about it. They're not gonna do it. No way. It just looks highly unlikely. You can talk about it all you want. boy, you start going in and talking about, yeah, there could be. I know they're trying to justify very broad conditions. And going, where is she? Oh, there she is. I gotta make sure I'm on the right person here. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, the elevator. What the fuck is the door? Oh, there we go. All right, go. Okay. There's someone. Okay. Oh, that's. Oh, this way's open, not poisoned. Okay, well. I didn't do anything. I am low on health. Come back. Oops, that's my neighbor. I mean, there could be. I mean, how are they going to justify though? Morally justify? How are they going to morally justify broad restrictions? You know, and of course, when you're dealing with other agencies like Medicare and Social Security, identifying the individuals that have some kind of mental disorder like that. That's so bad that they will not give him a gun. Okay. Good luck with that.
Ammo station.
Oh, nice. Oops, sorry. Minus 28 for assist. Yeah, see, again, the federal law is requiring individualized judicial adjudication for someone to be deemed mentally defective, not a blanket category based on identity or diagnosis. And it could, of course, it could violate the Second Amendment, of course. Equal Protection Clause, 14th Amendment to discriminating against protected class. Well, protected class. Why is that the government's business to protect the class?
The tube station, but no.
Let's see what the next map is. Okay. Minus 256. You got it, baby. I suck. So, I don't think they have a legal basis at all for it. They just talked about it. It's not, yeah, it's just... it's too complicated. Now see, of course because they're going to argue like mental health experts. I don't know. Who are they? I mean, do you trust them? Supposedly they say that the dysphoria is not inherently linked to violence and people are far more likely to be victims of crime. That's bullshit. We know that's a lie. The facts don't show that at all. They show them to have a little more higher propensity for violence, but I don't know how you're going to prove that anyway. Because the restrictions have to be like, yeah, you have to be involuntarily in a place and adjudicated in a place by a court order. Out of that,
First destroy the track switch,
they can still get one.
then destroy the blocker carriage.
Yeah,
Finally
I
get
mean,
the binary detonators to
it
the
just seemed
chopper.
like they're just sort of broadly applying mental health, you know, prohibit
Destroy the bloody track switch.
prohibitions. I mean, supposedly it could affect other groups as well, probably. I mean, it could. If they're going to go after, if they're going to say they're mentally disordered. But again, you have to determine that. That has to be, and even still, can't predict. Okay, what do we got going here? Oh. Ah, perform the Heimlich maneuver. Let's see, yeah. So it's just, they're just talking about it. They're actively I guess evaluating all the options to prevent patterns of violence. Yeah, future crime. So that's what they're proposing is Minority Report. Actively evaluating options to prevent patterns of violence from individuals with specific mental health challenges. Yeah, future crime. How the fuck can you do that? You cannot do that. How are you going to be able to predict
We planted on the track switch. Don't let
if
them
someone's going
defuse
to
it.
commit a crime or not? How do you determine that? They don't say. There he is, yeah. Yeah. Evaluating options to prevent patterns of violence from individuals with specific... Yeah. There's going to be a lot of people with mental health diagnosis and they're not adjudicated or they're dangerous. You have to show that you can predict that these people are actually going to commit a crime. So, I don't know. They could. Of course, there's always a loophole because people believe that these laws are
now destroy the blocker carriage.
mutable or changed. I mean, I don't think it looks like it's even based on natural law.
We planted in the blocker carriage. Defend it.
Let's see. Okay. What do we do?
Blocker carriage C4 defused. Plant another one.
Ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Where? Something's happening. Oh! How you doing? Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, so they're just having talks. I don't care about their reactions. Sharply divided.
My knife hates you.
No, okay. I don't want to get into that. I don't really care. I was going to get into some other things about it, but I think I covered enough. It's too vague. It's not very clear. And you can't predict future crime. That's other. And also you're talking about all the different states. And it's not getting, yeah, it's not going to happen. I mean, they can talk about it all they want, but you have to really prove a moral, you have to prove, they should make a moral argument for it if they're going to do it, but it doesn't look like they're making a moral argument. So far, what I've read about it, it just sounds like it's too complicated. Well, of course, if you get some subjectivists in there who believe in equity interpretation of law, they can believe that the laws are mutable, that are changeable, and they can easily change that. But I doubt that. I doubt they're going to change it like that. I know how some of these judges are. They will claim that you can, but it's not. Yeah, that's too many. There's too many judges, too many states. There has to be like a really serious and compelling reason to do that. I mean, it would be better instead of doing that, instead of because if you're justifying applying those kind of restrictions and violating the Second Amendment and the 14th Amendment, if you're willing to impose those kind of restrictions, what else I mean, it seemed like it'd be better if you allow people to protect themselves at these places, at these schools, or whatever these places happening. That would be a better idea. Instead of taking away from folks that you believe are a threat to themselves and other people, they should allow people to protect themselves. Because anytime you trying to justify taking something away, you're just going to create more victims. Oh, why did I plant here? Hurry up.
C4 planted in the blocker carriage. Don't let them defuse it.
I got so... Oh, no, I didn't.
Blocker
They
carriage
disarmed
C4
it?
defused. Plant another.
Yeah.
Got bullets for you.
Yeah, that's all that's going to happen. If you restrict one group or one, or just anybody, if you restrict an individual that you believe might commit a future crime, you're just going to be creating more victims. Shit. Well, that ended quickly there. When does this match end? Oh, we got 3 minutes. Then we'll go play Wolfie 2.
C4 planted in blocker carriage. Defend
Okay.
it. They defused the blocker carriage C4. Plant again.
Nobody over here. Yeah, it's pretty. Friday night's kind of dead to do this. We should probably do this another night or another time. I mean, I've had good luck on Sundays. For me, good. But anyone else sucks. Oh. Okay. Supposedly on the FA server, they brought back Railgun map, which is a good. I like Railgun because you get to load the ammo onto the tug. I like that. Huh? No. Oh. Darn. So is that it for the audience? We just came and went so fast in 1 hour, and they. That's it. We're done. We give up. Nothing useful here. Let's move on. We don't care what you say.
CDA wins
Okay.
today.
So we
not a
lost
great
that
day for
map.
us.
That's good. So now I'm going to leave and we'll play some Wolf ET. Return to main menu. Let's get out of here. Okay, so we're going to go play some Wolf ET now. We kind of finished the topic for today. Yep. Okay, exit. Dun dun dun. Okay, so let's open up Wolf ET. Make sure I open up the right game. I have two different versions. I have one for mapping and the one for playing. So make sure I open up the correct one for playing. Yeah, take that. Okay. Mods. Load the legacy mod. Play. FA. Okay, let's switch to the server view now. Dun dun dun. FA. Please have Railgun. I haven't played Railgun for a long time. Let's see. Recruiting. Radar. Okay, well, radar isn't bad. Okay, let's go. Oops, I get to be the on the Axis, the Deutsch Volk.
Command completed.
Who's here?
No can do. Whoops.
Okay, so what happened here? Oh, both parts are gone. Who has? Oh, the the bot has it. Where's the bot? That should be very easy to find the bot. He just runs straight to the truck. How can you put radar parts in your pocket? Oh, I gotta scooch up a little further. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the bot still oh, there it goes. Oh no, not Temple.
Whoops.
We can play Temple. Access suck. Well, maybe. Yeah, just like the other, the Weimar and Day of Defeat wasn't very good. Bebop. Oh, I forgot Yellow was actually a real player. He confused me. Dun 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 dun. I have to download this one. I thought I already downloaded. Okay. Let's go back and join the access.
I'm constructing.
Oh, you got people leaving. Man, these maps are ginormous for Warrington. Huh? Oh, hi, Marv. Wow, what's this? He says, wow.
Fight.
Wow, what? What's wow?
All clear. Hello.
All clear.
Whoops.
All right, let's go stop him from getting the tank across the bridge. They already constructed the bridge. Wow, this is going to be a fast one. This will end. Oh, look at that. They're already at the flag. Ah, flamer. Uh-oh. You're constructing. Oh, there you go. That's okay. That was nothing. Man. Jeez. These bots are wow. I'm gonna finish my coffee.
Tank barrier constructed.
Oh, where's the dynamite? Where was that planted?
Yeah!
Command post. Who planted it? The Allies? Shit. Oh, flag. Nice. We got the church ruins back.
Great shot.
All right. Oh, there's Wolfman. I haven't seen him for a long time.
Negative.
How many?
Dynamite planted.
Again.
Yes! Incoming medic!
Damn it.
Killing spree.
Okay.
Killing spree.
Whoops.
Oh, there's. I can go pick him up. Oh, there's someone. Yeah.
Our command post.
Yeah, they got. Looks like we're gonna lose this one because it's going way too fast. Let's go into the hoose. They planted dynamite over.
They have constructed a command post.
Medic.
We need an engineer.
I'm not. I'm a medic.
I'm a medic.
Barrier destroyed.
Oh.
We need it.
Killing spree.
Well, I'm not an engineer. I can't fix the tank barrier. Okay.
We need an engineer.
Okay.
Tank barrier constructed.
Well, we need a tank barrier here, though. We need.
The enemy's weakened.
Well, I'm so glad someone came in and said, "Wow, I wish they would have given me something more."
We need an engineer.
Killing spree.
Oh.
Need a medic.
Tank is past the first barrier.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Why would they?
Hello. Danke.
Oh.
Attack.
Okay. Let's go. Whoops.
No.
Killing spree.
Where is it? Okay. Had to find my. Come on.
Hello. Hello.
Hey,
Dynamite planted.
I can push a bot all I want. Doesn't matter.
Engineer. I'm an engineer.
Bum, bum, bum. Nope.
Dynamite planted.
Yes.
Tank
Affirmative.
barrier destroyed.
Okay, yeah, they're man, they're moving fast.
The enemy's weakened.
There you go. Yeah, that'll come. Shit.
I need ammo. I need ammo.
We have damaged the tank.
The enemy is weakened.
They have
The
repaired
enemy's
the tank.
weakened.
The tank is past the second barrier.
Yep. They're almost at the temple.
Double kill.
I need ammo.
We have damaged the tank. They have repaired the tank.
I need
Too many
ammo.
airstrikes requested.
Great shot.
Okay.
I need ammo.
Where's the where?
Approaching the temple.
Yeah, there it is. It's approaching the temple entrance.
Killing spree.
I'm constructed. Attack. Wooden barrier constructed. I need ammo.
Protect the gold.
I need ammo. Constructing wooden barrier.
You know they're gonna win this in the next 5 minutes.
Killing spree.
Dynamite planted. Protect the gold.
Wooden
Ah.
barrier destroyed.
What?
Construct the wooden barrier.
Look, they got the gold crate. I told you.
Dynamite planted.
Holy shit, that was fast. They're not messing around.
Dynamite planted.
Well, okay, so they're in the caves.
Objective taken.
What?
Dynamite defused.
Huh?
Objective taken.
Who has
Dynamite
it?
planted.
Sergio?
Objective taken.
What's going on? Yellow got it back. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Oh, that's it. Well, that's it for tonight. Friday short stream. Sunday will be longer. So join me Sunday around lunchtime, Japan time. And hope you enjoyed today's episode. And what else is there? Yeah, if you have any questions, you know what to do. Leave some comments there, and if you have anything you'd like to add about the topic today, yeah, of course, hope so. And yeah, I think we can move on now. That like video thing.